Now, one area of improvement has been your kicking game, Cooper, and I hear you've been working with a pretty specialised coach.
Yeah, Kevin Ball is one of those guys that take video of you and assess where your knee's going, your ankle and your ball drop and stuff like that. So he's switched on. He's been with us this year, and I think he does a fair bit of work with the Fremantle Football Club in the AFL. So it's a blessing in disguise being down in Melbourne, having guys like that know how to kick a footy, and the more practice you put in, the more chance you're going to nail it on the weekend.
Is an advantage playing at Olympic Park with those short-in goals when you go to other venues? You've got a bit more space to get those kicks in?
Yeah, look, obviously home ground advantage is a big thing for every team, and it's no secret that Olympic Park's a little bit different to most venues, and with guys out in the wings like Israel Folau, Matt King, and you got Bill and Greg Inglis want to chase kicks every second tackle. It's a good job that me and Cam have got to get our kicks pretty precise. So look, home ground advantage is a big thing for us. I think our record speaks for itself. So hopefully we can keep that going and keep those away wins up as well.
And Craig Bellamy and the Melbourne Storm have always been recognised as innovators, and you talked about the innovation with the kicking. But I just heard a little bit of news about the body monitors, the fatigue monitors that you're wearing at training. Can you tell us a little bit more about those and how they are applied in terms of your training rates?
Yeah, just the GPSs and that sort of stuff, heart rate monitors. I think there's a select few players each week that throws them on and just calculates the kilometres and the pace you're running at and all that sort of stuff on computers. So it's these days it's a lot of technology getting thrown around, and it's just another dimension to our professionalism, to where we're going in the future, and just shows us what we're doing at training, how far we're running, and it's a good thing for our performance unit.
Were you guys disappointed you didn't get the chance to wear one of those in a game? Because I know you applied to the NRL, but the NRL knocked it on the head, said, no, you can't wear these until we actually approve it.
Yeah, look, it'd be good to get that information, but I don't want to wear one if it's going to cost an arm and a leg every time you break one. So from a financial point of view, I think it's the right way so you don't destroy them. But it'd be good to get those statistics back and see what you're doing out in the field and what time.
Well, Melbourne Storm look like they'll have a lot of players involved with the representative season coming up with Origin over the next couple of months. Have you discussed that as a group, and have you discussed ways of probably handling that?
Yeah, we have, Laurie. I think one big thing is talking to our young blokes. Our young blokes are going to have a big opportunity in the next 2 months to start playing some good football and get the opportunity to play first grade. I know this weekend we've got a few out, and well, we might have a few out, depending how they back up.
Thanks, Billy. Who's out, mate? Who's out?
No, but with the State of Origin series, we're going to have a few players in there, and our young blokes, we got great depth at this club. We've got blokes like Ian Donnelly, and Steve Turner played reserve grade this year, so we've got great depth, and hopefully our young blokes can stand up and play some good football in first grade this year.
So tell us, guys, are the Melbourne media finally getting behind the Melbourne Storm? Okay, you're a grand finalist last year. You're a specialist favourites, I should say, for the grand final of the Premiership this year. Are the media getting behind you? Is there a gradual increase in the amount of press you're getting and coverage on the television as well?
Yeah, there's no doubt we're sort of taking small steps in the right direction. Probably guys who need credit is our office staff. I've been around this club for 4 years, and the improvement with our coverage through the media and out and just in public circles has grown, and it's good to be able to walk down the street and seeing kids kicking a rugby league ball around as opposed to an AFL ball. So look, we're moving in the right direction, and obviously the more success we can have on the field, it's going to be better off. So hopefully we can do our bit, and the administration staff keep pulling their weight.
We're heading, of course, to Gossip, the Blue Tongue Stadium, to take on the Tigers this weekend. There'll be some focus, no doubt, on Robbie Farah, what he does out of dummy half, or maybe sometimes at first receiver himself. But Benji Marshall, when you're preparing for a game to play Benji Marshall, is there anything you focus on in particular? Is there a theme for the week? Right foot step, is everyone running around the field saying right foot step, or left foot skip, or whatever it might be?
Not really. I think with Benji, basically everyone's just got to do their job in the defensive line. We got to keep a straight line on him and can't give him a staggered line. When you give blokes like Benji Marshall a staggered line, and people coming out and trying to solve the problem on their own, that's when you get trouble with Benji Marshall, Brett Hodgson, and Farah's the same. So they've got some ability in their side. It's just whether we can defend the way we want to defend, and if we do that, we'll hold them out.
Well, it was a close one back in round one down there in Melbourne. We'll see how it fares up there in Gosford on Saturday night, but it should be another close battle. Looking forward to it as well. Thanks for your time, fellas, and good luck against the Tigers up there in Gosford.
Cheers, guys.
Thanks, boys.
Cooper Cronk and Billy Slater there, of course. Don't forget you can see that game, of course, right here on Fox Sports. It'll be Fox Sports 3, the venue, live from Blue Tongue Stadium, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, our viewers' choice game. You'll be able to choose between that and the Raiders and also the Sea Eagles at 7:30 as well, following the Sharks and the Warriors over there at Mount Smart Stadium.